Offensive ice for the Heartlanders. Being worked on by Gavlis. Oh man, that looked like he threw him head first into the glass. Gavlis and Butler are going to drop the gloves. Here we go. Fight night. Parker Gavlis, Cameron Butler. And we're ready to see Nucks flying as Gavlis comes over the top with a couple of rights. Now answered an uppercut by Butler. Right back up to their skates. Butler hammering away. Gavlis trying to free his arm. Gets another right in. And they go down to end it.
Pepper in that left circle. Looking over to Porter. Porter holds, waits. A little head fake in that circle. Down back to Ott. Over to Gore, finds open space, shoots, just misses the short side. McDonald on the air, scores! Just like the Iowa power play, a rebound jumped up. That one for Aiden McDonald, standing in front. Half tap, could say a bunt, and it went into the net. Bloomington on the power play gets this deficit down to 1.
Aiden McDonald, power play specialist, 3 of his 9 goals on the season now coming on the man advantage. He bats it out of the air, and a home run for Bloomington. It's a one-shot contest now. That's how you take momentum back when it's going the other way.
Kenny Gore with the intercept in the neutral zone, dropping it back for Ishida, shoots, scores! Riku Ishida! The power play man is now scoring even strength. High slot ripper past the glove of Mercer, and we are tied here in Central Illinois.
Don't let Ishida get hot. 5-on-5 tie game, and an absolute snipe from the high slot, picks the top corner. Good work.
Potentially had a rebound chance, but taken in the neutral zone and dumped in is set off. But Mercer doesn't see Matsushima behind him. Stolen, scores! And Eddie Matsushima doing it on the forecheck, taking the puck away from Riley Mercer, and he buries it in the back of the net to now give the Bison a 3-2 lead here in the second period.
Team leading 18th goal for Eddie Matsushima, and he gives Bloomington the lead. 3 goals into this second period by Bloomington, 3 unanswered, to take back control of this game and harness the energy of the home crowd.
And with the energy now solely in possession of the home team, it looks like Iowa is going to call a timeout.
Yep, Matsushima wins the face-off to Setov. Skating up the near side boards, Nikita Setov being pressured by Luke Mobley. Still in possession, feeds the slot, they score! Brendan Datema sent it through. Eddie Matsushima may have gotten a tip. And the Bison jump ahead 4-2 on the scoreboard.
And the entire play was set up by winning that draw. As Setov was able to take control, go down low with it. And eventually, Brendan Datema was able to find a lot of open space, just skating towards the slot, fired it on net, and we wanted to see if Eddie actually got a piece of that or not, but it looks like that he did. Or it looks like it could be Lindbauer that was actually in front of the net.
The center.
So it would be
stolen by Sop, recovered by Mack for a moment, and now Johnson chips ahead for Nelson. Nelson walking to the front, uncontested. Mobley shoots, what a fantastic save by Olas. Short side, he denies Luke Mobley, and Sullivan Mack goes to work. In front, they score! Saved by Olas on one side of the ice. In nearly 200 feet the other direction, the Bison take a 5-2 lead.
And that's just Sullivan Mack just using his speed and throwing that area pass over to Grant Porter, who's now scored in back-to-back games.
5 points in 5 pro games for Grant Porter.
What a beautiful play with Mack just using his speed and Porter getting the edge. Puck was just thrown right to where the blade was, redirected it up and over the glove of Mercer. And now the Bison open up with a 3-goal lead here in the third.
By Ishida. Lee pinches and keeps this play alive for the Bison. 7.5 to go in the third period. Massive hit coming in from far out, and Denis levels a man. And we got chaos in front as Iowa and Bloomington wrap each other up at the side of the crease. Well, it looked like Stewart took the brunt of that check. Ferriolo maybe. No penalty on the play. No arm was up.
He's on the hip, and now Cameron Butler sticking up for his guy as the knee came flying in and got almost an elbow or shoulder right into the face of Ferriolo, and two Heartlander forwards coming to the aid of their defensemen. And we're going to take a short break here as everything gets sorted out. We'll be back 7:24. Bison lead 5-2.
Not sure who that was. There was a 2. Yeah, maybe Max Patterson, big 6'6" centerman. We'll see who's pulled off. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Max Patterson. He's the one that was barking at the referee very intensely. And now we see the reaction from Weber as he's slamming bottles. And I can't say even, as a representative of the Bloomington Bison, I disagree with a little bit of frustration.
It looks like he's getting sent to the locker room early too. But I've also not seen a coach actually step onto the ice to have a discussion.
So we will see. Now they're gonna. Okay, so they're calling for the ice crew. Oh man. So there is some. I don't know if it looks like probably some blood over in front of the Iowa bench. Let me get the ice crew back. We'll take a break. Ishida will hold. Mack up top. Sedov right circle. Ishida left side. Now Sedov switches spots. Ishida goes for the shot pass. Backdoor. Another power play goal as Parker Lindauer gets goal number 1 in game number 1. Another fantastic ECHL debut.
And we all thought it was going to be the Riku Ishida one-timer on the power play. We saw that play so many times earlier this season. However, able to just hold it, find the open man. There were 2 in front, and Lindauer, the closest to the blue paint, able to find the loose puck, tap it in, and congratulations to that young man on his first career professional goal.
Bloomington gives to Ferguson. He hit the offside of the post, and then that was knocked off as Yeaman's getting into it with Stewart yet again. Will they go? Gloves go down. The officials don't want to let them at each other. Oh, but Stewart with a couple of punches thrown, and Yeamans as well with linesman in the middle. And they'll take a look at that later on as Yeamans trying to say good night to Stewart. Under 5 minutes to go in this game, separated by 4 goals.
You mentioned they've been barking all game tonight. They were talking all yesterday. It seemed like things were just brewing, and at that point it didn't seem like any linesmen were going to get in the middle of that scrum. They just were going to battle it out, and with under 5 minutes remaining in this game, they're going to send both of them to an early locker room in the early showers.
And Yeamans says see you later to the Iowa bench, and tomorrow will be exciting. Face off one, and then Olas pushed it up the glass. Here's Abramov, short-handed, in the breakaway, scores! So a couple of power play goals in this game. 5 on 4, then 5 on 3, and now 4 on 5. Mikhail Abramov gets Bloomington up 7-2 with his 7th goal of the season.
It was just a little chip play by the Bison defense, and Abramov was sprung free down those left side boards. All he had to do was collect the puck easy and went top shelf past Mercer on the glove side.
Bloomington will improve to 2-0 on the weekend with a massive 7-2 win over the Iowa Heartlanders, gaining a 2-point cushion in 4th place in the Central Division over the Cincinnati Cyclones.